How to apply gesso on wood or canvas to create a flawless surface finish for painting. It's easy to do. First, prepare the surface. My wooden heart is a little rough, so I need to sand it a little bit with a fine grit sanding sponge. Wipe the debris off to make sure the surface is clean. Shake, stir the gesso. Using a white brush, apply a thin, even layer, all in one direction. For example, only horizontal strokes. As larger the surface, as wider the brush, or even a sponge. If it's too tacky, spray a fine mist of water sparingly and notice how the gesso goes smoother. Allow to dry completely for at least 1 hour to ensure the gesso settles down, penetrates the canvas, and seals the fibers. Use a hairdryer if needed to speed up the process. To obtain a smoother finish, slightly sand the dry gesso with a sanding sponge to remove brush strokes or any texture. Wipe it clean. Now apply a second thin layer of gesso, but this time in an opposite direction, for example, only vertical strokes. If it is too tacky, spray a fine mist of water sparingly again. Allow to dry completely for at least 1 hour again. Keep repeating these steps, switching directions each time, and sand lightly between the layers until a desired level of smoothness is achieved. In general, 2-3 coats are sufficient to create a flawless surface finish. However, depending on how raw, grainy, and absorbent the initial surface is, more coats may be needed. My canvas was pre-treated, so 2 layers were sufficient to create a flawless finish. My wood heart needed 2 coats as well to look noticeably smooth. At the end, allow the final coat to dry completely, ideally for at least 24 hours before starting to paint, to ensure it's fully cured.